How's it guys, Munash here, and today we have rank 3 Professor X against Abyss Collector. So I did this fight with a rank 3 SIG 200 fully boosted Professor X because I was actually trying to solo, but I was less than successful, let's say. I failed pretty hard. I ended up doing this fight in 2 revives, but unfortunately I did not capture the final fight because I just ran out of space and didn't quite record the whole thing, and yeah, that just pissed me off so much because I had a pretty good fight there. I thought, I took a lot of hits, but I played a lot better there. That was probably my best fight because that's when the fight becomes a lot more difficult with the unstoppables and all that. And the displacements that pretty much just kill you when you get 20 of them whenever you get hit or block or even parry, and it's just a horrible time. Like, it's pretty AIDS, like it's just a mess, to be honest. But then I was parrying the special attacks a lot less, so I wasn't getting too many of those stacks, and eventually I just got some good crit RNG on the special 2, and then I got hit with the unstoppable on him and he pushed me to 2 bars of power. I threw one more special 2 and ended up taking him out. Like, it was just so clutch. One of the most intense fights I've ever done, and I have nothing to show off it. Or at least not that lost 17%, I think it was. So yeah, that kind of sucks, but yeah, I still wanted to showcase this because it just shows that it is actually possible to solo this fight with Professor X. He needs to be pretty stacked though, and you need to play extremely well or be extremely lucky, I guess. Like with RNG and AI behavior, him doing exactly what you want him to, cooperating nicely. The only thing is the fight does get a bit harder as it progresses, and you pretty much take chip damage throughout the fight, so it's gonna be more difficult to stay alive once you pass 40% and he becomes stun immune, and then 25% when he gets the unstoppable more often. But at that stage of the fight, you should have a good amount of prowesses as well, so your specials should be hitting the damage cap and actually doing a lot of damage in one mind control cycle, so at least the fight also kind of goes faster as it progresses. So I took him down to 31% in the first fight. I had about 20% health left and he had to face me on, and he had a special 2 ready. And I tried to fully dex it because my health was pretty low, and he hits harder when he does the face me coward thing, so naturally I failed to dex the special 2, as you do, and yeah, that took me out. Because the thing is, I don't know if I would have survived it if I just tried to block 2 hits. But even if I did survive, I would still not be finished with the fight, so I'll take a couple more special attacks before the fight can actually end. So to solo the fight, I would have to dex a lot more special attacks. So I'm not sure if it's possible or practically possible to solo this fight if you aren't fully dexing the special 2. Who knows, it might be, because my special dexing or my partial special dexing was also not perfect. Like, I was blocking one too many hits a lot of the time. So yeah, I think it was actually the block damage that annoyed me the most in this fight. I mean, the unstoppable can be an absolute pain as well, but if I didn't take so much block damage, then it wouldn't be so bad. And that's why I brought Guardian for synergy, just for that extra block proficiency. However, Collector is a superior, so he's got class advantage, so he's gonna get additional block penetration either way. But it still helped a bit, and it was quite nice for just other fights on the path in general. And that miss mechanic, his ability to periodically apply falter, passive falter, is just an absolute godsend. I mean, that just saves you so many times. I mean, the amount of times it came in handy during this fight, especially when he's stun immune and I'm just holding heavy hoping that he doesn't hit me. And of course you need the Wags pre-fight to apply passive stun so he doesn't shrug them off, and the synergy for extra prowess duration just to make the fight a lot more manageable. So we saw Swedia and MSD do an Abyss Path revivalist until the Collector, but what really interested me was how much damage they did against the Collector with Professor X. So I thought, what if I take a rank 3, SIG 200 him, max boosted, and throw in some Guardian synergy, because I can actually run this path just using Torch, Shang-Chi and Professor X, and just try my best, see what I can do going in there very prepared. Which is weird because I actually did not do that when I was doing these paths for the first time. And you know what's funny about watching this fight back now is that when I was doing it, I thought I was playing pretty well, right? But then watching it back, I'm just seeing so many mistakes that I made. Like, I could have optimized damage a bit more, I could have taken less blocked hits that weren't parries. And all these little things can add up in a fight like this. But it's just such a complex fight, there's so many things you need to watch out for and keep an eye on. So in the moment, you're not always thinking about these things, you're just trying to survive. And you have to react quickly. But yeah, maybe I'll try again one day when I revisit the dojo, that is, Act 5, Chapter 2.6. Get really good at the Special 2 decks, get very consistent at it, and also get more mutant power boosts, because I actually ran out of those after the first fight. I didn't even realize until after I died, and I was like, that's why I died, you know. It's not because I slipped up. It's not because he was unstoppable and hit me for like a 20k combo with lots of crits. Nah, it's because I didn't have the boosts. But at least I still had the XP boost, and that one was a 12-hour boost, so it did carry me throughout the fight. And I probably would have used an extra 4 revives if it weren't for that boost, because what is life without an extra 50% XP? But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. Hope you guys found it interesting, and as always, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.